I was in Vegas training this moment, and they was needing other opponent because the guy I was like they was needing backup. Then they called me because they was thinking that I beaten him, and for sure I beaten him for sure. I win. Then they was talking with me, and I was everybody was everything was good. Was to supposed to they send me the contract, the final his team. I don't say him. I believe in him too. The brothers say that they don't want to fight me, you know, and this fight don't happen because he don't take the fight. But the TV, I told with the TV and how much they would pay me and everything and everything was ready.
Yeah,
they
so
always just
yeah,
wait the signs, you
Sir.
know.
What's going on, you guys? So Michel Rivera has some things to say about the new WBA 140-pound champion, Isak Pitbull Cruz. He said that he's unimpressed with his win over Rolando Romero. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Silver-Haired Demon, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people.
Check it out, man. Michel Rivera says that Rolando Romero is one of the worst boxers ever. And he has some pretty nasty things to say about Pitbull Cruz. This is what he had to say in quote. The whole world knew that Rolly didn't have what it takes to beat Cruz. Rolly is a terrible boxer, the worst of this era. That's why Cruz beat him so easily. Pitbull knows that he's in for a real fight with me, and he knows I will beat him. That's why he's avoided me 3 times. He's had the chance to fight me 3 times and turn me down every single time. End quote. So that's what Michel Rivera had to say. Now, last time we heard about Michel Rivera, his fight with Frank Martin, right? If I can remember correctly, his last fight was with Frank Martin. He may have had a fight at 140 after that. I can't remember. But the last vivid memory of boxing fans and Michel Rivera was that fight with Frank Martin, in a fight to where he pretty much got mollywopped by Frank the Ghost Martin, who's got an upcoming fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, as we all know. But Michel Rivera is looking to redeem himself, and he was calling out guys like Subriel Matias, and now he's calling out Pitbull Cruz. So Michel Rivera is somewhat looking to try to redeem himself from that big loss against Frank Martin, not to mention that failed drug test where he claims that he was framed, right? But I don't know. Pitbull Cruz does seem to be very selective on who he fights. That's just what it looks like. I heard his manager, Sean Shelby, or whatever his name is, come out and literally say they'll fight anybody but Shakur Stevenson. Like they don't want to go nowhere near the guy, right? Great fighter, but they don't want to go nowhere near him. So Team Pitbull is kind of moving him to match him up with certain guys just so they can possibly land that Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Now, will they go and fight Subriel Matias or Devin the Dream Haney? They'll probably fight Devin the Dream Haney before they'll fight Subriel Matias. I'm not quite sure, right? I'm not quite sure what they're going to do. But whatever the case, Michel Rivera seems to be very interested in getting his hands on Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz, the only guys that we seen him fight was Rolando Romero and Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Any guys with any notable names. He smoked Rolando Romero, and he gave Gervonta Tank Davis arguably his toughest fight of his career. So one would question, is Pitbull Cruz really avoiding these guys, or is his team trying to keep him away from certain stylistic matchups that can make Pitbull look bad? Because we know that's the reality in boxing sometimes. Sometimes it's not necessarily the fighters turning down these fights. It's their team that's turning down these fights. Why? Because they feel that this guy may have a style that their guy can't compete with. That's just the reality of it sometimes, right? Or it could be a money issue, or it could be many different reasons. But whatever the case, I think this is a fight that should happen. If Michel Rivera is one of the next guys at 140 pounds, then why not make this fight? I mean, you can't run away from these styles forever. You know what I'm saying? Rolando Romero was a guy who didn't necessarily have the amateur experience. And when you're watching the fight live with Pitbull, you could just see that it was one guy that was a seasoned fighter, and the other guy looked like he was just started boxing 4 or 5 years ago. But with Michel Rivera, it may not look like that. With certain guys with certain styles, it may not look like that against Pitbull Cruz, and this could be the reason why they're keeping him away for guys like Michel Rivera. If he allegedly turned him down 3 times, I think he's going to have to turn around and see him this time. Tell me what you guys think. Will Pitbull Cruz fight Michel Rivera. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.